right, check. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, I wasn't into it, so I'm going to just kind of project a little bit. Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. We are at Powerhouse, different location. So I forgot that this location does have racquetball courts and a basketball court. So I don't actually know if I need to join Esporta. I know y'all are like, Andrea, please make a decision on Esporta. Like, it's been 3 episodes. I don't think I'm gonna join Esporta. You guys know how I am about spending money. I can't. I cannot justify adding a gym membership to do one thing that realistically I could do at Powerhouse. I'm just being a little baby about it. But after my last practice, which was 2 days ago, I think, I don't know when it was in the last video that I was like, oh, I ran the first half, it was pretty good. After that practice, I'm like, you know what, you probably could do your routine in here. And this location of Powerhouse, because they have multiple locations, we just never come up here because the other one's 5 minutes from our house. This one's like 15 minutes. This location has a basketball court, has an exercise room, and it has racquetball courts, just like Esporta. So I'm like, Andrea, do you really need to add another membership to your life? Like, no. So I'm probably not going to do it. Anyway, I do need to go full out though, like real full out very soon. But I definitely need to make sure, like I said in the last video, that my variables are correct. Because if the variables are not correct, the routine run is not going to go well. So if I'm running in that burn boot camp, the variables, besides the obvious, make sure I'm hydrated, whatever, the main variable is not having Reagan with me. And the main variable at Powerhouse is trying to find a time in the gym that's not busy, because if people are walking in and out, like, I can't do it. I cannot be trying to run a routine while people are walking in and out of the room. It is so distracting. It's the same as when I have Reagan with me. So anyway, that's really it. Welcome back to the vlog. Sorry for the delay on the last videos, but I think we're back on track. This one will be uploaded on Friday after check-ins. I am really hoping we have a good check-in. I'm gonna start my period in a couple days, I think. So I don't know what the scale's gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna be watery, but currently as it stands, I feel good. So just hoping that this 6-week check-in is looking right, because 6 weeks is like, you blink and you're gonna be at that show. I cannot believe we're getting there. We are getting there.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Good morning, everyone. Look at my attempt at a spotlight. This is janky. I do not feel well. Do you hear what I sound like? So here's the issue. We went to Medieval Times the other day, a couple nights ago, and I got messed up with, like, I guess I'm allergic to horses, because almost immediately upon sitting down in that arena, I could not breathe. I was sneezing like every 10 seconds. My throat was hurting. My eyes were itching, like, immediately. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm allergic to something in here, or like, you know, whatever. So we get in the car, and again, almost immediately, I can breathe again. And I'm starting to feel better. But I never actually felt all the way better. Even though I did immediately feel better, I never felt all the way better. And now I'm like, am I sick now? Like, I am very confused, because as far as I was concerned, this was an allergic reaction because it was so immediate. Like, and it was immediately, like I said, I was immediately better. And I was just like, well, you know, inflammation doesn't just disappear. Like, all of the things that happen to your body. And I got to figure out why it stops recording like that. All of the things, like, you know, whatever gets swollen, whatever gets inflamed, like, yes, even though the irritant isn't there anymore, those things are still swollen, they're still inflamed, and it might take a bit for them to return back to normal. So I was like, not completely bothered necessarily that I still felt a little sick yesterday, but the fact that I'm up today now, like, almost feeling worse than I did yesterday, I'm like, what is this? Why does my throat hurt? Why can't I breathe? Like, I'm super irritated. So I took a Benadryl yesterday. I just took a Dayquil this morning. I got a Zicam in my pocket, ready to go. Like, all of the drugs. And I'm going to ask some girls that I know that are like, don't use any drugs, that are like all not pharmaceutical free, but kind of. They're like people that chew garlic and do holistic things like that. Like, listen, give me your tips too, because I need to hit this at all angles, because I cannot feel like this. I do not have time for this. Anyway, 142 this morning. The scale is just doing whatever it wants at this point. It was 142.9 2 days ago, 140 yesterday, 142 this morning. But, you know, it is what it is. My legs are actually not as sore today as they were yesterday, which is crazy because they were very sore yesterday, and then I did leg day. And they actually feel better today, slightly. So today, I just have so much cardio. Today I have 90 minutes of cardio because I traded yesterday's cardio for a lift. So I'm doing yesterday's cardio today, and I did today's lift yesterday. So 90 minutes of cardio should be fun, and of course I'm going to do some skills as well. So after I train this morning, before I go home to get Reagan for gymnastics, I'll do 45 minutes at Powerhouse, and then I'll go get Reagan, take her to gym. After gymnastics, we'll go back to Powerhouse, and I'll do another 45 of cardio. And then if I have spare time, I'll do some skills. If I don't, I will not do skills until tomorrow. So anyway, that's the morning. Oh, one more thing, sorry. So I'm on this Rise Marshmallow Protein. I don't think I talked about it. I didn't talk about it on YouTube because in my last video, I think I deleted the clip that I was talking about that because my video was already so long and I was like, this is so unimportant. I talked about it on my story. Rise, you know, my favorite energy drink company, they have protein. I've talked about it. I know that I posted a video of their protein at Dick's when I was looking for the energy drinks. The marshmallow, the jet puffed protein has changed my life. I've been using Brittany's ice cream recipe, or like my rendition of Brittany's ice cream recipe, with the marshmallow fluff whey. Oh my gosh, it is so delicious. I made it the first day and I just ate it like that. I made it like that twice. Then yesterday I decided I wanted to make it into a Dr. Pepper Zero float, so I made it like that. And then this morning I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put this in my coffee. And now I'm drinking, like, you guys, I work at Burn Boot Camp, so I really should be like peddling the Afterburn, like the Burn Boot Camp brand stuff. And Ruben's an Evogen athlete, so I should be peddling the Evogen stuff. But this Rise Marshmallow is easily my... Oh, and I also have a Dynamic Pursuit discount code. So there's so many brands that I should be peddling. But this Rise Jet Puffed, I'm sorry, it's the best protein I've ever had. And that's a big statement because I've had a lot of protein. Powder. Fairlife is still like the best ready to drink. But it's the best protein powder I've ever had. And I don't like vanilla. It's so interesting because Heather, another fitness pro, she got it and she was like, I mean, I don't hate it, but just kind of just tastes like vanilla, which was weird to me because I don't like vanilla protein like that. Like, I go for pretty much every flavor except vanilla. So to me, the fact that I love this one so much when vanilla is literally my least favorite flavor of protein in every other brand, I was like, I don't know, it doesn't taste like vanilla to me. But maybe that's because I love marshmallow so much that I have like I don't know, I'm sensitive to the flavor differences between vanilla and marshmallow. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but I need Rise to sponsor me. They said they were looking for athletes and I had everybody tag me, and they have not reached out to me, so I need them to reach out because this is the second person that I've gotten to buy this protein, and who knows how many people have gotten these energy drinks because of me. Like, sir, I need a discount code and some commission. Good morning, y'all. Again, it's still Wednesday. I sound like shit, and I trained like this, and it's embarrassing, like, because I don't think that I'm sick. Like I said, I believe this is allergy related, but when I'm at the gym and I'm like high-fiving everyone and I sound like this, like they're probably like, lady, please keep your hands to yourself. So I literally was like, guys, I had an allergic reaction and this is the residual effects of it. Like, I'm not sick. But in my mind, I'm also like, look, when will I start to feel better? Like, am I sick? And it just happened to be on the heels of an allergic reaction. Like, what's going on? Anyway, I am sitting outside of the gym. I just don't feel good. I've taken all this medicine this morning and I really don't want to do cardio, but I have to because I got to catch up at some point. I wouldn't be doing anything at home right now anyway, besides sitting there. So I'm like, you know what, Andrea, let's pop on a YouTube, get on the treadmill and move on with your life. I have to come back and do this again. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just wasting time. I'm just not ready. I think I need 5 more minutes. I would take 5 more minutes. I can't believe this. I'm going to take 5 more minutes before I go in. All right, I'm a glutton for punishment. I was going to get on the treadmill, but let's go. 6 weeks out. Okay. SOS. That's what I get. That's what I get for trying to YouTube on the elliptical. Guess I'll come back to this in 3 minutes. I'm doing it now. I'm just gonna hold the phone. So, you know how last week Ruben had to check me? Well, I got to return the favor yesterday. So he told me he needed to do extra cardio because he ate some of Reagan's chicken and fries that he had made her. So I'm like, dude, what happened to no carbs? So we were supposed to be doing no carbs this week because we ate that birthday cake and stuff. And he's like, oh, whatever. So we're on our way home, and he starts riling Reagan up. Let's go to Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. They're literally chanting Chick-fil-A in the car. I'm driving. And I'm like looking at him like, dude, you don't need Chick-fil-A. Like, we don't need to go to Chick-fil-A. She's not going to eat her food. So all it's going to be is leftovers that one of us is tempted to eat. So whatever. He's still riling her up. And I'm like, dude, we have a show in 6 weeks. I said, you haven't won anything yet, Ruben. You haven't won anything yet. Stop sabotaging yourself. I said, you're going to have the same feeling you did at the Olympia. So if you don't follow Ruben, he made a post about basically how he self-sabotaged himself coming into the Olympia. He felt like he had emptied the tank on the show that he won, and he just could not keep it together for the Olympia. And the Olympia was his worst look of the season. And honestly, it's the same exact way that I felt coming into Ben Leader. I just felt like I had emptied the tank, that by the time it got to the end of my season, I couldn't keep it together, and I sabotaged myself. And he was basically just saying like, I was not happy with it. Like at some point, I didn't even want to go, and he had said that to me. He's like, I don't even want to do the Olympia. Like, I just want to go into off season. Go into off season, then go into prep, hop into something early, and qualify early. Like, I don't even feel like doing the Olympia. So I checked him like, dude, you've been here before. You have not won anything. Do not come into the show regretting how you're acting because you can't keep it together. Like, you're not eating Chick-fil-A. And he didn't really respond. He was just like, okay. I mean, he didn't eat, he came home and ate tilapia and steak and asparagus. But all that to say is that, and I've heard Aurelia mention this, but this goes for anyone. Like, if you have goals that you're trying to achieve, make sure, like, yes, there absolutely is value in keeping your goals, like, quiet, right? Working in silence, not having a huge circle. Everybody doesn't need to know everything about your life. And I know that's rich coming from me because I share a lot. But it is very important to make sure that you have people in your life that will hold you accountable when you need to be held accountable, and that will, boost you when you need to be boosted. Because just like I said, Ruben told me, hey, you don't have enough confidence. At the same time, obviously he's my coach, so he will keep me in check when I need to be kept in check. Hey, you're not following your diet, what's going on? And even though I'm obviously not his coach, I have that same thing, So it's just really important because I think that both of us would be having worse preps if it weren't for what we bring to each other. And I think that all of us in the YouTube vlog squad, I think all of us, benefit from each other, from having each other pour into each other. So for the non-bodybuilders, obviously a lot of the people that watch this that are not bodybuilders are my burn people, so the value of community. Of like one of our biggest pillars of Burn Bootcamp is community. Like, get people around you that will hold you accountable, that will do it with you, that will step together, because that's how it gets done. Anyway, I'm 2 minutes over, gotta go.
Okay, I'm back at the gym. I can't do cardio right now. I cannot breathe through my nose. Like, there's no air. So I'm just here. I need to rest. I'm tired. And if I go home, I'm not going to be able to rest because I'm going to be on mommy duty. So I came to Powerhouse, and I'm going to lay on this massage bed for 20 minutes. I should have done a sauna appointment. But I'm literally just going to lay here until it's time to go home because I definitely can't do cardio. This is not fun.
Y'all, it is Thursday. Still sound terrible. Hit a prep low this morning because I pretty much didn't eat yesterday because I slept all day because I felt like complete garbage. So I trained in the early morning, didn't feel great, but felt fine. Then I went to do cardio. Again, didn't feel great, but fine. And I planned to come back to do cardio after I took Reagan to gymnastics. Well, sometime, I guess during gymnastics, like sometime in those next couple of hours, I just got zapped. And I was like, I do not feel well at all, and I cannot breathe. So we did still go to the gym, and I literally laid in the hydro massage for 40 minutes, and I slept. I turned it on for 20 minutes, because that's like the time that they run it for. Turned it on, and when it went off, I was just sitting there on my phone, like just still laying there, and then an employee walked by, and he's like, do you want me to turn that on for you? And I was like, oh, yes, please. So then it turned on for another 20 minutes, and I literally just slept there because I needed to relax. And I think that I said that on the video, like, I can't go home and relax if Reagan's going to be awake, so I'm doing this here. So after that, like, I was down for the count. I came home, maybe took some more medicine. Actually, I got to take my Zicam. And I just slept literally from 1 p.m. to this morning. I woke up only a couple times in between there, like to move from the couch to my bed. And then I got up and I took a bath, and that's pretty much all. Like, I was down for the count. And today I don't feel much better, but I feel well enough to work. Like, because I texted my trainers, like, I can't work tonight. Like, it's not going to happen. And honestly, I would have liked to not work today, but I'm back. So anyway, I don't really want to train all day today. I'm for sure not going to lift. I'm not going to do cardio. I'm not going to make up my cardio from yesterday. I just need to take it easy and get better. So hopefully by this weekend, I will be back to 100. Because this is crazy. This is crazy town. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm just drinking my coffee, which I have a new thing. So this is so I do the lactose-free milk, like the ultra filtered, whatever. Lactose-free milk, literally half a cup. Like, I don't do a lot of liquid. Half a cup of that. I microwave it till it's hot. Then I do instant espresso. Remember when I bought the instant espresso? Because I was like, these Nespresso pots are so expensive, whatever. Instant espresso, collagen, and now half a scoop of that Rise marshmallow. I don't even need sugar-free syrup for this. It's so good. But yeah, I'm about to go drop off Reagan to school and then train. So I'm gonna try to gather myself and save my voice. All right, happy Friday, everybody. Good morning. Had check-ins this morning, and they were pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. They're not like amazing as far, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm still waiting to, there always gets to a point in prep where I look at my body and I'm shocked that it's me. And I'm like, wow, like, I really look like this. That, I'm not there yet. I still am like, okay, we still look the same. Like, I don't know. I'm still waiting to feel like, wow. Like, there are moments definitely where I'm like, okay, we're getting there. Like, we're definitely getting on stage soon. But I'm still waiting to feel like, okay, yep, we are getting on stage. Like, it's not quite there. So my check-ins looked good. I'm very happy with how they look, especially because I just started my period and I have felt like trash for the last 72 hours. Like, I slept for pretty much all of Wednesday. And then I trained yesterday, but I really shouldn't have, but I had no choice. So anyway, check-ins look pretty good. I am looking forward to them looking better though. But anyway, so I was 135 point something, 0.8. I don't know, whatever it is. It was a little higher than my prep low, but it was less than last week's check-in. I'll put it on screen somewhere if I remember. So anyway, sorry, I'm like trying not to cough. Anyway, that's really it. Like, I don't really have a lot to say about it this week. I will not be running my routine this weekend because, like, I know that with this going on, there is no way that I would be able to get through a routine. So I will run some skills, but I'm not going to be out here trying to get 40 seconds done. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I'm going to run some skills, just make sure that I still got it, because now it's been several days since I've done skills when I normally do skills every single day. So I'm just going to, try to ease back into it as quickly as I can, but also as reasonably as I can. I am going to lift and do cardio today, but probably won't, like I said, I probably won't do any routine. Like, I might do some skills, but anyway, I cannot believe we are 6 weeks out. Like, Adela is a week out. That is crazy. and Van is coming up. I am technically only a pound now behind my last prep. So like my last prep at 6 weeks out, I was like 137 point something, and now I'm 138 point something. Like I said before, I was 134 entering peak week last year. So realistically, I'm like, all right, I'm 5 weeks away from needing to be 3 pounds less technically. Of course, the scale is just one metric. So if your body, like realistically, my body needs to look the way my body needs to look. Doesn't matter what the scale says, but it's still a good way for me to tell how close we are to looking the way we need to look. And I think that lines up. I'm like, yeah, I'm a pound heavier, and I can see that pound. Mostly in my back pose. Mostly for me, it seems like around my glutes and like kind of like my tie-in area, my hamstrings, and just like general in my back. So anyway, that was this week. Pretty boring because I got knocked out by medieval times. Diet has been kind of like just piecing things together, like just trying to survive it. Okay, everybody, haven't gone crazy. Like I said, Wednesday I barely even ate. Yesterday I was back on my plan, but still not feeling great. Like I had 2 praline pecans, but those are done. I gotta move on from those. They're not that good. Like they're good, but they're not that good. And other than that, I've been pretty spot on. So just trying to get back to being exactly dialed in. My water is completely abysmal. My water is a joke. That is my personal challenge for myself this week, is I have got to hit my gallon every day. I don't even think I had a liter yesterday. I don't think that I emptied my hydro jug once. It was, from now on, like, I gotta set some standards. I gotta set some parameters, like, hey, you don't get to have a second coffee until your first 40 ounces is done. You don't get to have an energy drink until your second 40 ounces is done. Like, I got to start setting some parameters, because otherwise I will spend all day drinking calorie-free alternatives to water and not drink my water. And to me, I count Crystal Light and Mio. I count those towards my water. But like, I just don't count energy drinks and coffee towards my water. But like, I got to figure it out, because my water is a joke right now. And I think that's having a huge impact on me right now, but it's going to have an even bigger impact on me the closer we get to the show. So anyway, that's my personal challenge for myself. That was this week. I have no clue if this video is going to be like 10 minutes or if somehow I magically managed to talk for an hour again. So I guess we all know by now, by the time you're watching this and by the time I press upload, we will all know how long this video is. But thanks for rocking with me as usual. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.